Even though Renee is a longtime resident of Idalou, this time, health-wise, our story starts in Lubbock. We'll just call her Renee, since you'll recognize the last name later. Renee doesn't work at UMC, but this is where she found her lifeline. This is where Renee works, at the Idalou City Hall.
This is Suzette Williams.
Hi, Suzette.
And the city clerk, Janelle Neff.
Hi, Janelle. Hi. Renee has lived in Idalou all her life and served as a city secretary for nearly 20 years.
City Hall, this is Renee.
So when she slipped away this morning for a mammogram, her co-workers knew she would return to the office with familiar advice.
Early detection is the key.
Later, after work, Renee told me the results of her mammogram.
It went well. They didn't need any extra pictures.
This month marks an important milestone for Renee, posted on her Facebook page, 5 years out and a cancer survivor.
And they say that's when you can really, truly say you're cancer-free.
But the first celebration was ringing the bell to show the end of treatment.
Well, give him a hug first.
That first hug went to the photographer, Case Wilbanks.
Case is my son, my middle child. He met me at my first radiation. He was there for my last radiation for ringing the bell.
What makes this story remarkable for Renee Wilbanks is her strong family history of breast cancer had nothing to do with her diagnosis.
No, I'm adopted, and there's no family history, but my mother, my adopted mother, her mother died of breast cancer and her aunt died of breast cancer.
Because of that, Renee grew up with a strong awareness of breast cancer and recognized an unusual symptom when she saw it for herself.
When I first saw the dimpling on my breast that looks like the outside of an orange, I knew that was a sign.
She had seen it on the shower cards in her mother's shower because her adopted mother, Pat, was at risk. So it was a shock for Pat to learn that with so much family history, even her adopted daughter, Renee, would struggle with breast cancer too.
It was hard, yeah. It was, I cried for days over this one.
A reminder that breast cancer can strike anyone with risk factors or not, which is why Renee and Pat watch out for each other now. And Renee helps more people through her blog called What Does Cancer Look Like? Renee looks like a survivor, thanks to some good doctors and the support of her community.
I mean, I had people that I didn't really even know come bring meals.
The Idalou police wore pink badges during her cancer fight, and City Hall dubbed her Wonder Woman in the council chambers. But perhaps the biggest surprise is Renee's middle child, Case, who played football in Idalou but was so shy.
How many words did we hear Case say in the dressing room the whole time he played? Probably about 5.
And is now the anchor man from Idalou,
reduction in screenings across the nation,
with a big voice in the fight against breast cancer.
On KCBD News Channel 11 at 5.
And congratulations to Renee, 5 years out, a cancer survivor. And also Renee told me that Case has been wearing a coat and tie since he was a little boy. He was destined to be an anchor man.
We're not surprised by that, are we?